Witwer. A couple of major Rogue One announcements, and much, much more. Now, from the Lucasfilm headquarters, it's the Star Wars Show.
Hello, I'm Peter Townley.
And I'm Andy Gutierrez. Welcome to the Star Wars Show, your weekly 8 to 10 minute look at the inside of the Star Wars galaxy.
How do you look at the inside of a galaxy?
It's space fantasy, Peter, not science fiction, but a telescope.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go to the news.
If you've been reading Marvel's Darth Vader, you've probably taken quite a shine to Dr. Aphra.
And with that series ending its run today with issue 25, fans might have thought that today would be the last we saw of her.
Well, and this is a massive spoiler warning, so if you want to fast forward a few seconds, go ahead. We have learned exclusively that Dr. Aphra will be getting her own ongoing series starting December 7th.
The series will follow her adventures around the galaxy, stealing artifacts and returning to her familiar life as a space archaeologist.
Plus, 000, BT-1, and Black Chrysanthemum will all be returning. The series will be written by Aphra's creator, Kieran Gillen, with art by Kevin Walker.
And you can find more information, including an interview with Kieran Gillen, right now on StarWars.com. But in other news...
Whoa. You don't want other news, right? You want breaking news.
Yeah, that would be great.
Well, what do you mean by breaking news, Rogue One, a Star Wars story director, Gareth Edwards?
That's my name, yes. I mean, I want to exclusively reveal that tomorrow morning we're going to be releasing a brand new trailer for Rogue One.
Oh, yes, everyone's going to be so excited!
Wait!
Oh,
I can't wait. That's too far.
Do you have anything right now? We're kind of all ready.
Okay, for the Star Wars show, I can exclusively show you for the first time ever the new poster for Rogue One.
Oh,
man.
Look at that.
Oh, the gang's all here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Jyn looks awesome.
I love the texture over her face. It's beautiful.
Oh, here's a familiar face.
The AT-ACTs. We got all the TIE fighters, all U-Wings. Dope.
I think Saw turned out really good. He looks very heroic there.
Wow, Gareth, thank you so much. That was phenomenal.
I can't hang around and chat all day. I got a film to finish, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you should.
No problem. We
go do that.
gotta finish this episode too anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gareth Edwards.
And for more breaking Star Wars stories from across the galaxy, including the new poster that was just revealed, check out StarWars.com.
What you see before you are two young filmmakers, Peter and Andy. They want to make a fan film for the pound-signed Go Rogue contest. But there's one problem. These boys don't know the first thing about making a film.
Actually, I'm a woman.
Then why do you have a man's name, Slugger? Step 1. Creating a story. The first step in any great film is a dynamite story. One with a beginning, middle, and end. Think of it as a book, but with less hard words to say. Attaboy, Slugger. Story away on those keys. Step 2. Production. Peter is shooting his film on a space-age telephone, but uh-oh, he's shooting it all wrong. That's right. Always remember to hold the camera correctly. Nobody wants to watch a portrait. Step 3. Post-production. Now that these two have finished shooting their original pound-sign Go Rogue story comes the difficult task of editing. Adding music and sound effects from a pre-selected and legally approved collection of tracks available on the easy-to-remember information superhighway exit of http://www.starwars.com/go-rogue-contest. Gallivanting, lollygagging, more editing, wasting time, hours of horseplay, and debating for hours on the merits of whether or not they want to release it. Then, and only then, will it receive their seal of approval and be sent to actual major motion picture executives to judge the merits of their filmmaking.
Jolly good.
And with all the information presented before you, you, too, can make a pound-sign Go Rogue fan film. Congratulations.
I'm here with Sam Witwer, whose voice you will recognize as Starkiller, Darth Maul, the Emperor, and many others. Sam, thank you so much for being on the show, my man.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
You've been in a lot of different stuff. You've been in a wide variety of things, but the things that seem to have been most successful is the genre stuff. The sci-fi.
Weirdly enough, yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of influence was Star Wars on you before you were in Star Wars?
Well, I'm part of that generation that didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
You were just born quoting the movies and knowing who Luke Skywalker was, so it had a tremendous influence. We didn't have a say about it.
No, it was kind of this inseparable element of our childhood. It was always there. So was Force Unleashed the first Star Wars audition you ever had?
No, it wasn't. There was another Star Wars audition before this. Mm-hmm. I auditioned for the part of Scorch in Republic Commando.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh God, I love that game.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And Scorch was like
Scorch is the best
favorite.
Scorch is the best character.
Yeah.
He's got all the gags.
Force Unleashed showed up after that. I was at my brother's rehearsal dinner and I get a call late at night and it's David Collins. And he goes, hey, so can you send me your headshot and your resume and your reel? And I'm like, sure, why? And he's like, well, Darth Vader has a secret apprentice. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, forget I said anything. I didn't say anything. Shut up. And Force Unleashed eventually led to Clone Wars. I remember Dave Filoni saying to me, he's like, so, we just did that Savage episode where they talk about how Darth Maul might still be alive. What do you think about that? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, it's so weird. And he's like, cool. Anyway, there might be something for you, coming down the road. And a year later, he calls me up and goes, I need Darth Maul. Can you do it? So I said yes, not knowing if I was up to it.
You've gotten to play Maul, not only evolving over the course of Clone Wars, but now many years later, even in Rebels.
Yeah, it's been amazing because there was such an effort in Clone Wars to make sure that every time that the character showed up, that he was different.
Yeah.
That there was some new element that we were adding to it. And yeah, it's the same thing now with Rebels. But I mean, back in the day, we would have conversations 3 months in advance of a record, talking about the trajectory of the story and where we wanted the character to be. This guy is living this empty existence and does not understand. I mean, what does he have?
He was so close.
He was so close. He was actually doing well.
Yeah.
And he keeps getting knocked down. He was right there on the cusp in Phantom Menace, and he got knocked down. He was getting right back up there with Mandalore. He gets knocked down, and now here he is, no longer considers himself a Sith. So he's not playing by those rules anymore. When we were doing Darth Maul on Malachor, one of the things that I thought was important was that because he's so sincere with Ezra, he's that twisted old man, and he's very kind of kindly, and he's sincerely telling Ezra some stuff that could be useful or could mess with his head. But in order to lie about sincerity, in order to lie that convincingly, you have to understand those emotions. And I think at this point, Maul understands those emotions. He understands what it means to actually care about someone. He understands what it means to lose someone that you care about. So this is a different guy than he was back in the Clone Wars.
What a journey, man.
It's strange.
Sam, thanks so much for being on the show, and we have more Star Wars show coming up right now.
Hey guys, Caitlin Marshall here to talk to you about the 2016 Lucasfilm Art Show. The art show is an opportunity for employees and non-employees working on the campus to submit anything they want that shows off their artistic abilities. And it doesn't even need to be Star Wars related. This year's winners range from an oil painting to ballpoint pen drawing to an actual Jabba the Hutt record player. So Pete, we know it looks cool, we know it looks good, but does it work?
It does work, actually.
Congrats, Pete.
Thank you.
And thanks to everyone else who participated in this year's art show.
As Gareth told us during the news, there's a new Rogue One trailer coming tomorrow morning.
And just like we did with the last Rogue One trailer, we want to see your Rogue reactions.
So when the trailer drops, fire up your cameras, shoot your reactions, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see yours on the show next week.
No matter where you post it, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, remember to tag it with the hashtag Rogue Reactions so we can find it. And as always, be sure to check out the Star Wars After Show presented by Verizon, where I, along with my panel of Lucasfilm employees and Star Wars superfans, break down all the happenings in this week's episode of the Star Wars Show.
Watch it this Thursday and every Thursday on youtube.com/Verizon.
Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you. What?
Just practicing my Rogue reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell. It was good.
Thanks.
Yeah.